Judy Mommington, and I am going to speak technically about Google Chrome extensions. Now, if you don't know about Google Chrome extensions, this could possibly change your life. We're going to the Chrome Webstore today, and you can see here what that looks like. Chrome.google.com/webstore. And then we're going to go up here and we're going to be looking for things that we can kind of plug into our browser bar or extends the functionality of the Chrome toolbar there. So you can already see I have quite a few extensions already plugged into there that I use all the time. And they're so helpful. I'm going to share a few of those today with you and how you can find it and why you might use it. So the first thing I want to look at is obviously things that are going to improve the teaching and learning. Now there's different ways you can refine your search. You can see down here we have runs offline, which is helpful if you have sort of spotty internet at your school. Things that were made by Google, because you see not all extensions are made by Google. There's a lot that are designed by third-party developers. And so you may not want those. Free ones. Also, if they're available for Android, so they both have, both features on there. And then, of course, works with Google Drive. So those are sort of your main categories. And then, of course, you can see the ratings there as well. If you scroll on here, you can see all sorts of different kinds in here that will help you improve in those domains. I am not going to explore those per se. I'm just going to look at some specific ones that might be helpful. Now, one that I always like to have on the toolbar is Google Translate, because if a child comes across a web page and they speak a second language and they're not really sure what it means and they want to understand it, this is super helpful in terms of translating it. And when you go into the web store, you can see it has like a little demo video and how that works. You can see an overview of it. And then you can, when you scroll all the way down, you can see related ones. So maybe you don't want this one, but maybe there's another one. Oh, well. And as soon as you mouse over it, you'll see that it gives you just a snippet there of what it's about. And that's so helpful. And there you go. So there's that one for Translator. Another one that I really like to use a lot in the classroom is screencast ones, because you can make videos that sort of show some things to students and demo some. So you can flip some learning there, or you can add some specific help for students by creating little videos. You can see I have Screencastify on there, and it has different versions of it. I have a free version. You'll see there it has other versions. It has premium versions. Premium definitely has more features. But the very basic one is you get to record your desktop, and it is desktop. It's not in like a iOS device. And then you can edit it, but it has very limited features in the free version. So just be aware of that. But that's a fabulous one. And if you are to look up at my toolbar, you would see there it is. Another one too that you may really find helpful for your students and even for yourself. I like for improving writing, you could have Power Thesaurus, and that's another great one that sort of helps students come up with synonyms as well as antonyms. And I always love doing that when I'm doing some writing. It's so helpful. So perhaps those would be 3 suggestions you can do. Now, I already have these on my on my toolbar. So if I was to click on it, let me just click on this one. It will automatically sort of link to that. So let me see here. I'm going to put in the word happy. And then you would see, there's 373 of those. Wow, that's quite a lot. And then, of course, there's some other ones that are the antonyms. And when you click on that, it will automatically open up to that web page. So that's incredibly helpful, right? Another one, let's see if I go back over here to Screencastify. You can see when I click on that little icon there, then it will give you an opportunity. Do you want to do the browser tab, the desktop, or webcam only? And those sorts of features. So it just basically plugs them right there, so they're just so easy and accessible to you. There's all sorts of other ones in there that I find incredibly helpful. I'm going to do a demo on the read aloud one. That is super helpful because it reads
synonyms.
It reads your web page to you. I'm a big fan of Evernote. It helps me to organize thoughts and ideas and clip web pages. I love Grammarly. That's another one for writing. Obviously, Pinterest. As a teacher, you're always pinning great ideas. I also have Web of Trust, which is actually nothing to do with accessibility per se, but it just helps you avoid dodgy websites. So those are the basic ones. If you ever wanted to delete, you could also go into the Webstore and sort of manage your when you go into settings, you can manage yours, my extensions and apps, and you can delete and add from there as well. So these are all my installed ones, and I can choose to get rid of them or not, which at this point I don't. So that's basically the nutshell of Chrome Web Store. I hope you make good use of it because it has some fabulous extensions in there that will make so much of what you do on the web that much more easier and satisfying.